So this is Brother Chase talking to Tasha K. Tasha K accused FBA of being like the KKK. Now, here he goes, Mr. Chase. The truth hurts. Tasha K on why she feels the FBA, call it a movement, is the same as the KKK.
Family, have y'all seen any lynchings of continental Africans by foundational Black Americans? Let's talk real. Let me humble myself because maybe I just don't know. Have y'all seen any of these Caribbeans unalived by foundational Black Americans? Have you seen foundational Black Americans tell anybody they can't go into certain institutions? They can't go to certain HBCUs because they're not FBA? Have you seen us pull out water hoses and dogs and sick them on Black immigrants in this country? Let me humble myself and let me ask the family, because y'all know more than me, because y'all are more widespread than me. We got folks in here from Baltimore all the way to California, from New York all the way down to Atlanta. Have y'all seen or heard any of this nonsense? Because I'll be the first to denounce it. For these fools to compare us to the KKK shows the hatred, the disdain that they have for us as a lineage. In the self-hate in Tasha K's case, because she's allegedly FBA. The amount of self-hate and disdain and envy they have for us, they're willing to demonize us by any means necessary.
And that was how what our ancestors went through. We were demonized, not only verbally, but so many actions. We were bombed, we were lynched. Anything derogatory, anything negative when it comes to us trying to survive happened to us, but we survived. Tasha K, you wrong for that. You wrong for that, Tasha K. You shouldn't compare your ancestors to the KKK. You were born over here. You are an American citizen, but you do have immigrant background, which is your grandfather. Your grandfather, all he had to do was walk through that door. We had already fought and made things happen and kicked doors down when your grandfather got here, Tasha K. That is how you got here.
Your ass over into South Korea and see what they don't slap the Chinese rice out your ass. They don't play that shit. Okay, so that was her little rant. That was her little KKK rant, family. That was Tasha K's.
Y'all know FBA is on Tasha K butt. Tasha K, you put your foot in your mouth.
She decides to lash out at some of her audience that is FBA. FBA is a very hot topic issue these days, but people are going to get it right. People are going to get it right sooner or later, but they got to learn the hard way, apparently. Tasha K likens foundational Black Americans to the KKK.
Okay. I ain't gonna play it. So here's the thing. They called my husband an African booty scratcher.
That's why she's mad.
They said that I cannot speak on the foundational Black American movement because I'm married to a booty scratcher.
A childhood insult set her off in this way. But we never said that Tasha was the wisest person in the world. Her mouth has gotten her in trouble a lot of times, and she ends up saying things that she ends up regretting later down the line, even though she tries to play through it. But an insult that doesn't make any sense, booty scratcher, warrants this type of response. This is disturbing.
Which they're entitled to their opinion. That's fine. That's totally fine. But here's what I think about the FBA movement and any other movement that has to do with Young Pharaoh, Brother Polite,
doesn't have anything to do
Dr.
with him.
Umar Johnson.
Not him.
All
Not
of
him.
these movements.
None of those
that
people.
y'all.
This is about Facet Media, y'all. Facet Media or Facet Media. Tasha K goes too far with her FBA comparison.
Look up to all these men, okay, that I guess guide you to help elevate your consciousness.
Can we also clarify once and for damn all, a lineage is not a movement, nor is it a group. If somebody wants to say what their lineage is, it's simply that. This is the lack of respect that comes for Black Americans out here. Everybody gets to say, even from within Black America, because Tasha K is majority, as we'll hear, is majority Black American. But that's part of the issue there too. She's starting to feel some type of issue because she has some background that comes from where? The Bahamas. So she's just coming out of the bag right now is what it sounds like.
All of these movements that y'all
Not a movement.
look up to, all these men, okay?
Not about a man.
Guide
It's
you
about
to
a lineage.
elevate your consciousness in these moves. Even Tariq Nasheed, ain't his wife like half white or something?
Never do that at all anyway because
Who
I had.
said I didn't understand it?
No, I said I don't
No.
think you understand it because you're saying, well, you want me to talk down, and that's not true. I don't want you to talk down about that. I actually follow you as well as your husband on social media and have been for years. I do have Africans that are married into my family.
I
So,
do
yeah.
have Africans. That's like saying I have white people that are friends.
Oh, come on.
Listen. What I'm saying, and look, you have every right to be upset with me about my
No, I'm
opinion.
not upset with you.
Yeah.
I think you just don't understand it, and maybe you take
I think I
offense.
do understand it. I think I agree, and I have taken my opinion based off of the information that I see and the divisiveness that I'm seeing that is causing, because the mere fact I got FBA members calling my family booty scratchers.
But you're not looking at the other side of the argument where there are so many people. They have spaces on TikTok, on Twitter, everything you can think of, YouTube, where they are demeaning and disparaging Black Americans. And it's been this way for quite a while. Quiet is kept. Every other Black population around the world has something to say about Black American culture and Black American people. And so it's funny that you leave out that part when you just see the response. When you see after years and years of us saying nothing, all of a sudden foundational Black Americans have something to say and they want to designate themselves for whatever reason, for multiple reasons. An initial one was actually trying to fight a reparations claim, but now we're seeing it's even more of an issue because of the response that we're getting.
They also, and some of them, and I'm going to just say this loosely, my family's listening to because we all listen to you, but they also, my thing is, it's not a movement, it's a lineage. I will say that, and you don't have to agree with that. I definitely want to come on and say that. And as far as your husband first of all, as far as your children or anything like that, I don't think you understand it. And I say that because I don't see myself ever being disrespectful to you or to your husband, even the people in my family. But it's 50 million people. It's a lineage. It's not a movement. It's not an organization. Umar, and I also want to note this: Umar is not FBA. And the same way, I will say there's some
right. He's Pan-African. I forgot. Y'all don't believe in that either.
Well, for her.
See, and this is the thing. They want to put all types of words in your mouth. Being foundational Black American does not mean you're not Pan-African or that you don't have a Pan-African history. In fact, a lot of people that have come to delineation have been Pan-African in the past.
You don't know what I believe in because everybody.
If you're FBA,
no. We all don't have. We all no. You can be FBA, still appreciate Africans. I think the thing is, and I'm just being honest, a lot of people have put up with because you're upset that you think that I'm attacking you or whatever. And no, but I will say this. It's not divisive. You just haven't met all of us. Now, what I want to do, I appreciate everybody, but what you're not going to do, and that's as far as African, they have pejorative terms for us as a group. We have been known as an Akata, a J, a Yankee, all these things, and that has been over the years, even in the 60s, 70s, and before that.
Yep.
A person who ran across that border today and anchored themselves here by the 14th Amendment that was meant for the babies of slaves is not the same. That is a melanated immigrant. Everybody originated from Africa. Let's understand that, including white people. But if it's divisive for some FBA to label their lineage, then it's just as divisive when nobody says anything about, they're Bahamian American or they're Caribbean American. It's not the same thing. There is a difference. We all were enslaved, but there is a difference from us and a boat stop. And that's only offensive because we're telling the truth. For years, a lot of these people, not all, because I don't classify all, even though you're sitting here classifying all FBA as the same, no ma'am. All of us are not. But what they're not going to do is sit up here and disrespect us. And I hear you saying that some FBA can be disrespectful to Africans. I will admit that. But I haven't heard you once say, because you labeling all of us, that some of them call us a Jareer and a Kata, cotton picker, all these things. Let's be clear. Your boat stop, we all have a boat stop. That's damn true. That's very true. But you left your boat stop to come to this boat stop. We had an ethnogenesis. We are different. If it's not wrong for someone to label themselves as Caribbean American and they left their boat stop or their parents came here and anchored them here with that 14th Amendment, it's not divisive. Now, I get it. Those people who you talk to, they offended you and they...
Yep. I'm going to leave it right there, man. Tasha.
All right, y'all. This is Falsetto Media. Tasha K. She did apologize, you guys. She has a African husband, and I think it's just, I don't know. I saw, she says she don't know what FBA is, but I saw her with a brother now, and they discuss FBA. She know what FBA is. Whatever happened to the children of the civil rights movement? Well, I'm one now. I am still here. What was it like growing up in Black America during the civil rights movement and before through the Jim Crow laws? We were happy, you guys. We were happy families, happy kids. We knew that at one time or another, maybe the KKK on strike. You know, if you're a child, what to do. You're going to hit that floor or go to the section of the house where daddy or grandpa told you it was safe. And once you get big enough to carry a rifle or whatever, then, you just have to do that to protect yourself. So we were survivors, y'all. But throughout history, some voices have been silenced, dismissed. Some voices have just exist only on margin of the society, y'all. Silence us. That's what they wanted us to do. They wanted us to stay silent. They wanted us to bury our heads and, just take whatever they dish out to us. But no, we are a people of resilience, you guys. We inspire each other to stay. We inspire each other to protect our families. And most of all, we taught each other how to take action when it was necessary during the civil rights movement. But the past reflects the future, you guys. Some of this is kind of funny. I noticed, y'all, I'm going to introduce y'all to this panel. And when you listen to this panel, it's like listening at today's content creator. All right. And then also Karen has always been there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Karen have always made her way in our lives. And you know what? Back in the 60s, we were saying the same thing. Can y'all just leave us alone? And we were saying the same thing y'all said today. When they talk about white people, we'll be saying, we don't care. All right? The past reflect the future. Let's take a look at some of the things that was going on in the 60s. To be on a serious note, you guys, none of you immigrants wasn't there. Y'all was not there through the bombings, when the dogs were sicked all on us, fire hose, getting beat upside the head with the billy goat, getting pow up. Where were you guys? It's y'all so disrespectful. I want to apologize to the younger generation because we really thought that we were doing the right thing, that these people was going to be our allies. Anyway, I'm so glad that this generation know now how to fix things, right? Okay, you guys, y'all gonna enjoy this panel. And this was back in the 60s. Whatever happened to the children? Voices have just exist only on margin of the society, y'all. Silence us. That's what they wanted us to do. They wanted us to stay silent. They wanted us to bury our heads and, just take whatever they dish out to us. But no, we are a people of resilience, you guys. We inspire.
About black babies starving to death, and you talk about looking at us with this thing. Stand up in here. All the white guys and brown, they're going to die with us. All the white guys and brown are now standing up. That's good.
There are many people who, when they look at a Negro, look at him with disdain and disgust.
We don't care.
They don't care.
When our babies die, as Mr. Luther just talked about, black babies starving to death, and you talk about looking at us with disdain and disgust while you're barbarian murderers. How do you sit and talk with them?
This is not all right.
Well, that's your problem. I'm not going to go around with a meter asking you what kind of white person you are.
There is one person in this room that is an American, not one person. We all have ancestors from all over the world. We have come here. This is the greatest country in the world. It is for every single person that's in it. Every college student. You think you've been mistreated. Look how the Indians were mistreated that were here in the beginning. It's an American, not one person. We all have.
1,000 years ago, there was a Greek philosopher who said that those who do injustice are more harmed than those who receive injustice. And anybody who marched into those white neighborhoods last fall would know from the looks of the hatred and the fear on the white people's faces that they have been more harmed by the way they have treated the Negro race than the Negroes, as badly as they have been harmed, have been treated. And I think that the white race in this country needs this revolution even more than the Negro race needs it.
We'll go right ahead, ma'am. Yes.
My name is Mrs. Elmer Lazar, and my husband and I are 100% for the Negro. I want to state that. In fact, when people say, would you like to have a Negro live next door to you? I said he has a perfect right to.
Do you have a Negro next door to you?
No, not yet. But I mean, I would really not mind it.
Good.
However, and I am for the Negro. I want to see him get ahead. But now, in regard to what this gentleman said, where is this Negro going to purchase his needs? Get his needs. All right, fine. All right, I want to address another remark to Mr. Meek. Many of my friends have been for the Negro, but ever since this violence started, they have turned against him. How do you go about
not alienating the white man who has been for you
We don't
through
care.
violence.
We don't care. He
You
for
know what?
400 years, they have murdered, burned, raped, castrated, and tortured. I give less than a hoot nanny what any white person thinks about this black man is.
Well, but don't you want us to be with
I
you?
don't want you to do anything but leave us alone. We don't need you.
But I mean moral support. I don't mean to do anything for you, but
Working your own neighborhood with the white people, they need the more morality. We don't.
stood up for the Negroes, and now they say, well, now when they resort to violence, we are not
resort
with
to
them.
violence.
Well, I mean in some of these riot areas.
Well, riot areas. You talk about we resort to violence when I talked to a reporter from Newsweek who told of National Guardsmen shooting down people in the back. Understand? As they're walking down the street minding their business, shooting caliber machine guns. Now wait a minute, listen. You said about violence. Yeah, I get sick in my stomach when I hear a white person talk about violence. You're the most violent people in the world. You're born on it. You live on it. You're sick with it. You're saturated with it. We have been the most peaceable, law-abiding fools the world has ever seen.
Well, perhaps our media of communication has misinterpreted them.
Of course it is. We don't want you to love us. We don't love you.
Then we are not being represented. You are not being represented properly through the press.
Oh, the heck with the press.
Right here now, the track.
Nobody loves the rap press, baby. Believe it. But they won't report it truthfully.
Well, perhaps that's it.
They won't show it all the black folks shot.